You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Here is a complete video of a maker set from start to finish. If you want to skip ahead to specific points in the video, then check the description below for skip times. Enjoy! Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and it's time for another Kracie Popin Cookin', and let's check it out. I'm calling this the octopus, what would you call that? Cake balls. But I'm sure it's a savory and not a sweet. At least that's what I'm thinking. Savory meaning that maybe it's a soy sauce and gonna try and taste like some kind of, food as opposed to a dessert. But we'll see. That's just my guess. And there's little tidbits. Like you can look at this bag and say, all right, what's that? Well, it's showing you that you're putting the little tentacle pieces right into the batter before you bake it. And this is showing you that when you're done baking, you're going to flip them around so that they're rounded on the top, and then the flat part will be on the bottom where the little tentacle piece is. And then it's also showing you right front here, look, microwave. So this has to be cooked. And here in the microwave too, look, even information there. In the microwave they show it on the side of your glass spinner there, so it's not in the middle. And if you don't have a spinner, then it's right on the front edge. See all that? I'm sure in the text it says all that somewhere. And then the first step is actually making the little tentacles. Then what looks to be the topping or a flavoring mix, because you see it's not used. And then here's where you make the little octopus cake balls. And then they show you after you're done pouring, put one of the tentacle pieces in each one. And then you're mixing one more sauce, then you're taking them, flipping them over, and then you're decorating them. Now, why do I say all this to you? Because it's kind of like I'm talking out loud and understanding the steps as opposed to just jumping right in. And it's kind of what I see. You might see something different, but that's the information I see. So, let's get in and lay it all out. And after I lay it all out, then I usually take another quick break to kind of make sure I'm studying it all correctly. It's like a study project for me. So you have what I believe now is the first packet. And you can look at the packets. Ooh, maybe not. This one looks like packet 1. So I'll match up the text to the packet when I come back. And then this looks like one of the sauce packets at the end. You get a little mixer. And there's my stick. It's almost like a toothpick. I thought it was much bigger than that. All right, so there you go. 4 packs, a couple tools, and my trays. So when I come back, I'll have everything laid out properly, and I'll get my water set. All right, I have it organized now in order that the packets are being used. And on this particular kit, I noticed that the text here, seed 1, matches up to the text that's inside this area. So that's how I know for sure. And I could read Popin Cookin' here, so I know that's the way that one goes. And again, this one here, if you look at the text here, this pretty much matches up with the text here, at least some of it anyway, as you can see. So now I'm following the directions. So 1, 2, 3, and then your last step is 4, that brown sauce, which is all the way down here. So step 1, cut the tray apart. All right, so let's do that here. And I'll probably just stop right after that, but here's a cut. And I notice on this tray too, there's little signs like a music note, a star, so you can kind of match those up. Here, let me cut this way first. And then the corners on these trays are the little pourers. So who's actually followed along and watched all of our Kracie videos so far? I think there's about 14. And we haven't done them all yet. There's still a lot more sets out there, but we're coming down to the last of the sets we have. So it'd be a good time to ask, who wants to see more? Leave it in the comments. Or are you done with them? You don't want to see any more sets? There's that. And then the last cut. So there you go. There it is. So now I have cut the tray in all of its little component pieces. There's our nice little tray. Well, there was our tray. So let me get set. I'll come right back. Okay, so after I cut that, I decided to, sort it out again so I knew which tray went for which mix. And I brought in my bigger dish, my water, and I just reviewed one more time. First step is making the little octopus tentacle pieces, all right? So that is mix number 1. So let's get that one going. And then as they're done, I'll probably mold them, shape them, put them on my plate in the back. Here we go. So it's just 1 scoop of water and this mix, and see the little musical note on the bottom? That's the tray. Interesting smell. It smells like curry to me. So 1, and they're usually pretty clear, not to go under and not to go over on the water. You want to just at the level of the cup. Okay, and of course this is a little pour spout here, so you just pour it in and start mixing. So we'll do that now. I'm guessing I don't have a ton of time here because it looks like some kind of gummy or moldable stuff. And you don't want that to, get hard. I don't know if it ever does. We'll see. Maybe after you cook it. Now this tray is going to need to get washed because you use it again. So I want to clean off all the extra stuff before I mix a new mix in there. I like doing the pressing. It seems like the pressing really gets all that stuff that's stuck in the corners. So have you got a favorite set that we've done so far that you like the most and thought was the coolest? I'm not really sure yet. I think the double ham cheeseburger set was probably one of the hardest ones. Just because of those meat patties. I remember trying to cut the meat patties. Okay, I think we're close. Now you need 8 of these, so I might just take this out and then just form it a little in my hand and then cut 8 pieces so I know I'm at least close to what I need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's going to be close. Let me just see what it takes to do 1. Oh, so it is kind of spongy in a way. Let me just push that down. Scrape a little bit off so it doesn't, those other ones are going to have too much, it looks like. I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do though. I'm going to take my toothpick now and use that as my tool to take that out. There, see? There's 1. So I'll do 4 of each. Looks like this one takes a little bit more. I'll get it to there. It sticks to my fingers and my table. That worked good. You see that, how I did that? I just kind of pressed like that, then slid it across. I think that's probably the best way. Let me see if I can get 2 in here at one time now. That one there, and that one there. Okay, so here's what I did. Oops, that one dropped out. Alright, let's just do one at a time. I pushed it with this, and then I just slid it across. That seems to work pretty good. And they're coming out really nice. I'll just alternate. I guess I could do 4 of one and 4 of the other, but push and slide. I'll clean that one up later. Okay, next one. Get all my scraps. Oh, so where were we? Your favorite kit. Do you have a favorite kit? Is there one you found really hard to do? Easy to do? One you found more challenging than another? One you saw me fumble on that was easy for you? You know, leave it in the comments. Okay. We're almost there. See how nice that works? You just kind of push and slide. Looks like I can make a few more. Okay, one more of each. Okay, so we have 4 of that one. Well, I have to taste this now, only because it looks like I have enough to do everything I need. Like I said, I smell like curry, like a curry powder. Oh, that was too much. Oh, wait. Actually, that one came out pretty good. Let me make a backup of each one and see what's left. That works great. See that? It's nice. It's pressed. It's shaping really nice. One more. Then I'm going to sample this. I normally don't eat something before it's all finished, but alright, so if I could do it, you can do it. Definitely. There. Here, I'm going to try just this little bit right here. And see if I get a... Yep, tastes like a little curry something. Okay, so all my little pieces are made. I'm going to clean up here and go on to the next step. Okay, I'm back and I moved my little tentacle pieces to a little bowl that I had. You see how nice they came out? I made one more of those, so I have extra. And then clean off that, clean this out, and then the next one is actually mixing inside this bag. And if you see, ooh, I knocked it over here. Let me get my water in here. The directions show you to cut at number 1. Alright? Because at some point you're going to fold it all the way down and save it for the later steps. So I don't know if they just wanted to thicken up at some point. But they want you also to put it inside this as your holder here, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Let me get that set next. So cut at number 1. See there's little scissors there? Just open the bag. See the powder in there? Interesting smell. It's not coming to me as of... Hold on. It's good. I'm not sure what it is. I recognize it. It's like a combination of something. So this is 1 scoop of water. 1 scoop. Okay. Then mix it in the bag. This is going to be like a portable piping bag at some point because you're going to cut the end off. And now it's starting to stiffen up a little. Let's see if you can see that better there. Yep, it feels creamier now. Okay, I think we're want to make sure I get all those little crevices out there on the bottom of the bag. You almost just want to squeeze the bag. It feels like, yeah, hard to mix in the bag, let me tell you. Because right in that far corner is a little bit of dry. Okay, I think that's good. So we'll clean that off. It almost smells like a soup, like a chickeny, salty. Okay, so fold that 2, fold that 3. And I'm going to fold 1 more just because I feel that there's plenty of room here. So this will be set offside to my stuff. And let me see here. The next step, I just need to clean this. And then I'll get set up, bring the next round in, and we'll get started on that. All right, here we go. The next step. So I got this tray in here. I've got the main tray, which has got the music note in there. And this takes 2 scoops of water. They tell you there, 2 scoops. And then the orange packet. So I am good to go. And then I'm going to put them in here and then drop my little tentacles on top. Let's get this first packet into my little compartment. All good smells so far. Let's see what this one smells like. Oh, I got a little bit on my tabletop. Let me do this. I usually do it this way. I don't know why I was holding it. Probably so you could see it better. Yes, I've smelled this before. Very intrigued how this one's going to taste. So 2 scoops of water. My little mixer's clean. Yeah, I guess you don't have to clean it. I kind of make sure I do the best I can as far as, you know, keeping all the cleaning there. So 1. And 2. There you go. Now if you notice, I haven't been zooming in and out much. I've been keeping it at the same distance here, trying something a little different today. If you want to see it up close, though, I can lift it up here and mix. I like zooming in better. How's that? I won't go too close. All right, back to work here. I'm overthinking the camera now. Plus I spilled some on my tabletop, and I'm like, oh. Before I started the video, I actually washed my, with a damp cloth, this bamboo placemat. It's just a placemat. It's a dinner placemat. Ooh, would you see some? There was some in that corner. All right. Any lumps? I circle all the edges and the corners to make sure we're good. And then they actually show you pouring it in from this little spout. See this little spout right here? Into each compartment. And there's a low line here. You could see it. There's a line way down there. That's the line I'm going to hit. That's how you know you probably have enough for all 8. Oops, see, I hit a chunk there. Now the only thing I don't know is the microwave time. There's no numbers. So I'm going to guess. I see a 3, 20, 20 and different numbers. I'm going to guess that it's going to be, I'm going to do 20 seconds first. I've had troubles in the past with my microwave, so here we go. Okay, it's going good here. Give you a better perspective there before I go out of frame. You kind of got to stop, you know. Okay, let me do a little adjustment here. I see my camera is losing some of its color perspective. It does that once in a while. Let me zoom back out. There we go. Looks like we're going to have enough. I'll shorten that one just a little. I can scrape out the rest. I know I can. That one's super close. Okay, it's not bad. All right, so now each one gets its little octopus piece. So I'll do one row of one kind and one row of the other. I might just have to plop it on there. A little bit less than that one would have made that one absolutely perfect, but you know. Okay, so I'm going to do 20 seconds in the microwave and see. I'm guessing like the other sets it's like 40 seconds, and that one, there you go. See how they laid out? All right, so need to move over to the microwave now. Okay, so there it is. It's in there. I have it just to the right side. And then next, I got to move my camera actually to close the door. So I'll do that next. So here we go. That's been 15 seconds. Well, let me check them now. So that's at about 20 seconds. They've puffed up. I think we're pretty good. So now I'm going to let them cool down and I'll bring them into the video booth. All right, here we go. So one of the sauces now, and as you can see, it's the star tray. See the little star there? Well, that's the star that's on the bottom here, and it matches up. So that's how I kind of study these things to make sure I'm doing it right. And it's 1 scoop of water, see, 1, and the packet. And then that's when the only thing I don't like about this one is it falls over real easy. So, and that gets scooped on the overturned octopus balls, yes. I know that's not the right name, everybody. Okay, I'm just doing what I know. Let's smell this one. It smells, again, like a lot of different, I'm going to say Indian spices. Here's my water. I had it set. And then my mixer. Oh, it's over here. I have to be careful setting this one down. Now, it would be funny if I set it down and it spilled everywhere, so... Well, I would make fun of it, probably, and do a slow motion spill. I've been learning to, you know, honor my mistakes. Accept them. And just, you know, go with it. Sometimes the mistakes make the videos even funnier. Not that they're funny. Well, I don't know. If you think they're funny. Well, we do have people say, I died laughing at your video, which is good. Well, that they laughed. We like to hear when people say they got a good laugh. There's nothing better than a good laugh, right? If you feel good and you're laughing. Okay, I think we're close here. My camera was losing its color again. Okay. What do you think? Mix good? Check it out. It looks like a nice soy sauce type mixture. Alright, so where to set this so it doesn't fall over? Let me move these in. I gotta flip these around. Let me just see. Will it stay? Yeah, just be careful. Don't fall. Alright, so these get flipped over. This one here I tested first just to make sure, and it looks pretty good for the time in my microwave. So I just kind of poked around. And if there's an easier way, I don't know. That one looks good. There's the one that was a little light. Now this one, you'd think would have baked better. Let me see if I can pop it up from the bottom. There you go. Okay. Yeah, let me see if you just do that. All right. Just taking my time. There we go. They seem like they cook good. You know, maybe another 5 seconds. I don't know. Could have been. But better this than totally burnt and not edible. You know, my goal with these kits is to make them as nice as possible and then eat them. Kind of pushing from the bottom. Two more. I think I'd almost rather just put them on my tray. I think that's what I'm going to do. I want to take them out of this. Would that be okay? Or would that go against what they say? I'm always worried about that. I'll leave them in here. Because that's how they present them. Well, actually, if you notice on the cover, they present them out of the tray. See? That's in some kind of like cardboard or display, so I'm going to do that. That's what they show on the cover. That's what I'm going to do. If you notice, the first one, that was the first one I poured, that's the tallest. And the last one I poured is the shortest. Okay. So then it is the dark sauce on the top. So let's do that. It looks like it's just ladled on the top of each one. I'm just going to try to get a little bit on each so I know I have enough. Now I can add a little bit more. Just kind of let it work its way down. That's looking tasty. Very tasty. Okay. And then the last thing, it shows cut. Where's the cut? Alright, well, I'm going to cut one of my corners. Let me just check to see if they have a reference point or... It really doesn't. It just says cut one corner off. So here we go. And this goes along the top. Okay. That was a little chaotic, but I tried to follow a pattern, but it didn't go as planned, but that's okay. So let's take a quick look at those up close. So that's what they are. And, yeah, you know, not too bad. Not too bad. I went a second time over. I didn't have to do that. So, who gets the honors of eating one? Well, I do. I wish I can share them with you. So I'm going to take the smallest one here and give it a taste. Want to see one up close? Will the camera handle it? If I take this out, it will. See my little piece on the bottom? There you go, camera. Alright, maybe I'll show you another one in a second. Well, it's not unpleasant in any way. It's tasty. It's definitely not a sweet. So what you're eating is more of a savory soy sauce kind of product. These are it was very mushy and spongy. Hold on, let me zoom back out. I think I lost some color here. There we go. But tasty. I think I might have another one. I might take my bonus pieces here and put one right on top of this one. Look at that. So I get two pieces inside mine. One more. If I'm eating another one, it's not that bad. So there's the different. See that on the bottom? I can't tell if the camera's focusing on that or not. How about I just leave it like that? So there you go. That is the next kit in our series. And there's more on the way, but leave a comment below if you want us to continue after that. I think we only have 2 more sets. We have to go out and find more. But I know they're out there. There's all different kinds. So leave it in the comments if you want to see other videos in this series. And look in the description for a playlist or search our channel. Later! If you want to find this item, click the link in the description area below the video. You can also watch more videos in this series by clicking here. Thanks for watching!
And always remember, if you see a lucky penny, pick it up.